Welcome back to Urban Regenerative Gardening, where I show you how to garden without buying fertilizers, pesticides, how to seed save, how to make your own compost, and just how to do it without spending money. I noticed, watch a lot of garden videos, and they always end up pulling something out that just, it costs a lot of money. Well, that's not going to happen on this channel. So, and if I ever do something that costs money, I'll try to explain a way where you don't have to do it that way. So today I'm collecting compost. This is the least fun part of the collecting material for compost making. This is my garden scrap pile. Doesn't really look like it much right now because I'm doing layers, so there's layers of garden scrap mixed in there. But I'm cleaning up people's yards, neighbors' yards, and so I'm collecting their leaves, using my mower, my bagger on my mower, and I don't like to just collect the leaves and then leave areas of grass. That seems rude. So if I'm gonna do somebody's yard, I want to be nice about it and do the whole yard nice. This way they ain't gonna feel some kind of way about it. And the next year when I go ask for them get material, they're gonna be like, heck yeah, go have at it. You made my yard look great last year. So I'm doing like 3 neighbors' yards that are right next to me on different directions in my house. So this is like mostly grass right here. Oops. I gotta pick that garbage out of there. You don't want to mess with the garbage part. I know that's one bad part about it. Sometimes you get a little bit of garbage here and there, but so what I like to do, like I'm about ready to, there's an area where there's a lot of grass that I want to mow, so just flatten this out, get it down. I'll show you here, get it kind of flattened out there. Since that's mostly grass, I like to, it's called lasagna composting. That's, get it down to where it's mostly leaves or whatever. If it's mostly leaves, you put some layer of grass. If it's mostly grass, you want to put a layer of leaves. You want to lasagna it like layers, like you do with lasagna, and that way Mother Nature knows what to do with that. You'll have a lot. It'll have a lot easier time breaking it down that way. So this is what I got collected so far over here. And then what I do is I rotate these. This one I stopped adding to late summer. And this is gonna be ready in the spring here. This can just go right on in the garden. There's some beautiful stuff there. And so I rotate back and forth. I'll stop adding to this late summer, and then next spring, not the spring after that'll just be, it's gonna be 3 or 4 times the size of that, I'm sure, because I'm doing it a lot more. I got into it a lot more this time around. But here's my leaf pile. Try to get down there, you can see there. Pretty good size. I gotta add more to that. And over here's my wood chip. This is my ultimate goal here, is to go more this direction. Put a pile of wood chips out here. 2 years later, you don't have to do anything. And it's just compost. Like almost like a little over half compost, maybe a little bit of wood chips left after 2 years. This I did to you. I collected that last year, this summer. This was the summer before that. So next year, this is going to be mostly compost. I'll just run it through a sifting thing real quick, and this will be mostly compost. It's really starting to look good next year. And also, I forgot to mention, you don't have to stir this stuff. By layering it like that, Mother Nature can take care of it. If I ever see any garbage anywhere, I just pick it out of there. And you'll be picking garbage out. If you're in an urban setting and you're cleaning up, because people just throw trash around. But yeah, you don't have to do any work on this part. There's other compost that I make where you gotta do work. Over here's a hot pile that I did late summer. And like once a week I will turn it over. I'll put it over here, and then a week later over here, just back and forth every week for about a month and a half at the most. If you do it right, it only takes a month. But if you want to be sure about it, just go back and forth every weekend. And after about between a month and a half, 2 months, depending on how fast it processes and how high you get the temperature and all that with it, you got compost ready to go in the garden. That's a more work. If it's more work, it's quicker. If this takes a year and a half, no work. That takes 2 years, no work, except for collecting it, throwing it together and collecting it. And then over here I have, over there is my whole leaves, where I just use a wheelbarrow. I don't grind it. I don't pick it up with my mower. Just use a wheelbarrow. And then over here is the stuff that I picked up with the lawnmower. So this stuff's a little bit further along here. It's nice because you get more surface area. It's already half broken down. But so this is like higher quality over here. In a way, it is. You pick up. You run over like a branch that's like halfway broken down. It just breaks it down even more, and then it rains, and this is stuff that's further along here. So I'm about to go clean up my neighbor's yard for him, and I'll pause it and I'll show you the progress I'm making here. I'll show you. I'm working on the pile over here right now, and so I'll just figure out, like I said, I got some grass to mow, so I'll probably put mostly grass, then try to layer on some leaves to make it work. Give Mother Nature a chance here to work on it. We'll probably flatten that out some more. You could just use a garden rake or just a regular rake. Just try to see, there's some garden scraps there. But anyway, just flatten it out. Put it off the side here. See, now it's getting down to grass, so I might want to do mostly leaves on the next batch. Just want to go back and forth with it. It's like an old pepper plant from last summer. Okay. Alright, so I put a layer of brown over top of the green there. And I was collecting more green. I got a bag full of green here. And it started to rain on me, so I was gonna put 2 bags of green in there, but it started raining. So I'll just spread this layer of green out. I like to stop with, I don't like to stop with green, I like to stop with brown. Not quite sure exactly why, but I think in my mind, having a layer of green on top, the green just kind of will get kind of mushy or whatnot. And my thinking is I put the brown on top of that, and that being broken down, more easily to break down or whatever, more further along. It just seems to make sense to me to put the brown on top. Stop with the brown. Because like when it rains and whatnot, it probably kind of percolates that stuff down into the green below. Maybe a little better process that way. That's the way my mind works. I don't know if it's right or not. But, so, even though it's raining, it's not raining hard, and there's some brown underneath the trees over there in the neighbor's yard. I'll probably put another layer, another bag or two of brown. It's still dry underneath the trees. So, alright, so put another layer of brown. Didn't add to my other pile over there with the ground up leaves, because I did, let's see, brown, green, and brown here, and it just started raining, so I did add to this guy though. Get down low again on this one. Pretty much where I was before. It's definitely, I had probably 3 or 4 wheelbarrow fulls. So I added to that. That guy's getting pretty much where it needs to be for next year. So, I guess that's about it for this video. Got rained out. So next weekend will probably be the last, if weather permitting, be the last weekend I'll be able to do any material collecting. I saved my yard for last because I told neighbors I would clean up their yard, so I like to be a man of my word. So I'm lucky it didn't snow. So if it don't snow this week, I'll do my yard next weekend. It'll be Christmas weekend. Long weekend for me. So, and then some things. My greenhouse there in the distance. I want to put another set of those old school Christmas lights up in there to make it get hotter this winter on them really cold nights. I put them on a timer so they come on at night, and I just kind of plug it in to the timer on the I see it's going to be 0 or something, and I plug it in for like below 10 degrees or whatever. I put it, because the stuff I have out there can take really cold, super cold. But as a precaution, when I see like below like 10, 15 or something, I'll plug it in to the timer. The timer will come on early in the evening and then turn off like mid-morning. And it adds like 15, 20 degrees to it. So anyway, like and subscribe if you're learning anything here. See you in the next video. God bless.